Hey everyone, welcome to another segment of Nerd Herders. My name is Rich.
I'm Nick.
And today we're talking about what we're up to.
Mm-hmm.
Right now,
We're drinking this piece of shit.
we're drinking some garbage beer called Bud Light. We got it out of the garbage. There was no other beer in the house. I kind of hate that I'm drinking it on camera right now. I feel worse about drinking this than any other beer we've had. Yeah. Just like the last video we posted from yesterday, if you like Bud Light, let us know why in the comments below. No judgment, just let us know. I'm curious.
Yourself.
I'm curious. But we are talking about what we've been up to this past week. So, Nick, tell me, what have you been up to?
Well, I got two things.
Cool.
One thing I know you got, I don't know if you started. I got Pokemon Sun, the new Pokemon game. Did you start this?
I got it. I have not started it yet.
Okay. I'm an hour and a half in.
Okay.
Here's the thing. It already instantly, you can feel the differences in this game more than I can remember feeling differences in a Pokemon game ever.
Cool.
There's a lot of different systems very early on. There's small tweaks to things that you are very familiar with after 20 years of playing the series. Things that I like after you fight a Pokemon one time, and even just encounter it once, then all of a sudden your move base will let you know if it's going to be effective or super effective or not effective. So there's no more trying to think what is Ghost's reaction to fairy Pokemon, and I know people have that stuff memorized, but I just never have. I mean, there's the obvious things like fire's going to take out grass.
Sure.
But, I appreciated that, but then there's there's a whole system where you can really interact with your Pokemon where, if your Pokemon gets burned, you can go in and care for it, and, it'll come up on the bottom screen, and you have to pet it. And
so it's kind of it sounds like a more advanced version of the
on it
Pokemon, whatever the thing was in X and Y, where you could, pet it.
Way more advanced. Mm-hmm. Yeah, far more. You instantly access it. Cool. It gives you the option after a fight, that type of stuff, which I thought was cool. The island setting is going to be, it seems like a really cool setting for the game. And the biggest change that I can tell so far is there's not this, at least yet, they have not established that there's going to be the typical beat these 7 gyms. Mm-hmm. It's you have to become the island champion. Yeah,
that's something I remember hearing recently on a review or something. Is there isn't really gyms in this. It's another system. It might be that
you have to go from island to island and become their champion, but not just by fighting.
Okay.
Apparently, there's other stuff from what the explanation that you're given when you agree to enter the tournament. Mm-hmm. So it definitely seems early on there's some cool settings. It looks great. It looks cool. It looks way better than even X and Y did. So I'm excited to delve more into it. We'll see if that Pokemon Stars thing is a real thing. You heard about that?
Yeah. So rumor right now, Pokemon Stars will be coming to the Nintendo Switch possibly next summer, I think is what the rumor is right now. That'll be cool. Yeah. I haven't played this one yet, but I would probably be willing to get it again on the Switch.
I would assume so. So I'm excited to dive deeper into that. The other thing is...
Real quick, who'd you start with?
Oh, I started with Litten.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably
Fire Kitty.
And you got Sun, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you get Moon?
Yeah. We can trade.
Cool. The other thing that I did was I saw Arrival.
Ooh.
Which I said I would do on last week's episode, and I did it.
La-dee-da. Because I still haven't watched a single episode of Westworld. Maybe. So when we're recording this before Thanksgiving break. Mm-hmm. So maybe this weekend, I'll finally get to Westworld.
You just keep promising people.
Now, real quick, before you get into the Arrival, do you want to save that for the end?
Sure. And then we can talk.
We can do kind of Arrival review.
Sure.
So have you done anything else other than Arrival, or
just Pokemon and that?
Okay. I did some new LEGO Dimensions.
Oh, what?
Wave 7.
What?
So Wave 7, we got Gremlins Fun Pack, Team Pack for... No. Gremlins Team Pack, E.T. Fun Pack, Fantastic Beasts Story Pack, Sonic the Hedgehog level pack. And we also got a fun pack for the girl in Fantastic Beasts. I don't remember her name. Mm-hmm. And she got it comes with the poison creature from the movie. The one that he's like has a little yo-yo.
Yeah.
That like spits poison and shit. So I played all of the Sonic level. Of course.
How was that?
Awesome. That might be some of the most fun I've had in a Lego game, or in like a Lego story pack thus far. And they've done some really cool shit. Mm-hmm. And part of that's because I'm a big Sonic fan. But I mean, right from the get-go, like it starts off with the Sega logo, and like he runs by and stuff, and then it has like the little Sonic Team intro, and then it has like the Sonic game intro with him coming out of the star ring with the wings. And then the first like part of the level is Green Hill Zone. So it's a side scroller set up.
Oh, nice.
And all the characters can go through, and there's like different levels and different paths and different things to find. But it's like a full Sonic story, and it brings in like all three like Robo Sonic, Mecha Sonic, and Metal Sonic, and Chaos, like all the kind of the characters, and it really plays up some of the things that fans clearly have had problems with, and like pokes fun at it. Did you play the adventure games? Mm-mm. Okay. Well, there's like in one of the adventure games, there's like a little like helper character that's hidden around everywhere, and it's like, oh, if you this item does this and this thing does this, but he's throughout the entire game and really annoying. So in one of the levels, they put him everywhere, and Sonic's even like, okay, yeah. He's like, well, if you bounce on this thing, it'll break. He's like, that's kind of what I figured. Thanks for telling me that. Oh, well, if you push this button, the water will rise and you can escape. I figured that. Thanks for your help.
Nice.
But it hits all the right beats, and it's long too.
Really?
Like we played it for an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours. I mean, it's like a meaty level pack.
Good.
Which is cool. So I did that, and then I did first level of Fantastic Beasts story pack, which is a lot of fun. It takes you up through the first level is the bank.
Okay.
Up to the bank scene. It's good.
Good.
It's it's
the movie.
It's Lego. Yeah, it's the movie.
That's good. I'm excited to play that. I'm excited to play Sonic. I have both of those. I still have Mission Impossible that we haven't started.
I still haven't played Mission Impossible.
Looking forward to that still. So I'm presuming you got Gremlins, you got E.T.
I got both of those. I haven't opened them yet.
I'm really excited to play in those worlds.
Yeah. Usually I don't.
Because I love those movies.
I'll wait to open those until I go to their world, unless we hit a spot that's like, you're required to use this character. And we're like, okay, well, we got to open Gizmo.
That never came up in Sonic?
Mm-mm. The only one that did come up I didn't have, that I found, was Supergirl. Because you can't get Supergirl yet, which really pisses me off.
Yeah. How are you going to be able to get her? Because she's...
Right now, she is a PlayStation... You can only get
her if you buy Dimensions.
If you buy the Dimension Starter Pack on PS4.
Right.
Not the other ones.
Right. No,
so I imagine at some point she'll be available everywhere. Right now, the only way to get her is on eBay for like $30 or $40.
Not worth it.
Which I have considered doing, but have not done.
It'll be available eventually.
Well, that's what I keep telling them. I've got enough Lego Dimension stuff to play through.
Now that Green Arrow one, though.
Probably not. But I don't really care about it. Until there's a point in the game that requires me to use Green Arrow, I don't care about Green Arrow. I don't really care about Supergirl, except there's going to be a point in the game. Or they'll introduce another character that has all of her moves. Because
maybe more likely.
There's one move she has that's specific only to her.
No, I know. I came across that in something we played.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if maybe like
maybe.
Batgirl or somebody in the Batman Dimension, the Lego Batman movie story pack will have it. Something like that. But right now, she is the only one.
And I'm the only one. Tigger.
Okay, so Arrival. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Yeah.
What'd you think?
You really liked this movie.
Yes, I did.
You liked it quite a bit.
I did.
Me too.
Cool.
It was good.
All right, that's our review. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week.
No, I mean, this was a really refreshing movie to see for a lot of reasons. I just love I don't think anything can make me, maybe some things, but few things can make me more excited than a well done science fiction movie.
Yeah.
I live for that. Like a well done, serious adult science fiction movie.
Mm-hmm. I like
few and far between.
Slow pace. Like it's not super slow, but it's not like some.
It's deliberate.
Yes.
And
exactly.
It almost never falls back on action or violence or explosions to tell its story. It's not about that.
It's a character piece.
It's a character piece through and through. The acting was great, specifically from Amy Adams, but Renner does some, probably as much as I've liked him in a long time.
Yeah.
Actually, Forrest Whitaker was good. I don't know what accent he was doing. It was like dorky Boston. Like, I was like, what are you doing? Why are you talking like that the whole movie? But he was fine. Michael Stuhlbarg was nice to see as always.
He's been in a couple things recently. He keeps showing up.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. I like that he's getting more work.
Yeah, he's an interesting actor. I like when he's in these, like, not really like how he is in this, but like kind of a whatever movie in the grand scheme of things, Men in Black 3, but he's really interesting in that movie.
Yeah.
Like when he's just this like odd supporting character.
Now remind me, you did or didn't like Serious Man?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just curious.
I'm serious, man. I don't like it.
I love that.
But yeah, I really like this movie. So I guess we can talk a little bit about spoilers about the movie, about how it plays out.
The spoilers from here on out. We liked it. Go see it. We just had our Fantastic Beast review posted middle of last week. I would honestly say go see this before you see Fantastic Beasts. Partially because this will be gone.
It'll be gone well before.
First. Too. But I think this is just a terrific movie. So spoilers going forward.
So, at what point did you figure out what was going on?
Not till pretty late in the game. I don't even know if I figured it out until they told me. Because they kept going back and they're doing these flashbacks, and I was like, so she was married to the scientist. Why? You'd think that would play a little bit more...
Yeah, well...
into her, the way she's reacting to Renner. Clearly it's not... I was like, it's not Renner, she just met Renner. So it couldn't have been him. But you'd think she would be having different reactions to him if she was married to the scientist beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right from the get-go, you don't see a dad. Mm-hmm. And you see her daughter age up through high school. And immediately I was like... Adams just doesn't seem old enough yet for that. Like, in my head, it immediately just seemed weird. But then I was thinking, all right, they didn't show the dad. They didn't show the dad for a reason. But then my thought was, because I knew nothing about this movie going on. I'd never even seen a trailer. And my first thought whenever I see a single parent in a sci-fi movie is, it's classic Spielberg. Spielberg is always a single parent. The other half of the relationship is never even shown. Maybe it's just a call back to that. Maybe the significant other won't even matter. But then I knew for sure. I started to think that Jeremy Renner somehow was the dad when they had that little scene in the pickup truck.
Yeah.
But then I knew for sure that he was before she goes up once it's gone in the air. And she's about to go up, and then she goes in the thing, and it's all white and all that, remember? And she's really... And Costello's already died. I knew for sure before she went in, I was like, okay... I was thinking about how they said that their language works and how it'd be like writing this with both hands, the sentence to the start, and how everything happens. And I was like, all right, that's what they did, but I don't understand what it means. I didn't understand how any of it would work or what it was leading to, but I knew for sure that they were showing us the future. I didn't know that she would end up being able to understand time on a nonlinear plane and all of that.
Yeah.
Which was really interesting, pretty awesome. And it would be interesting to see the movie again, knowing... to see how it works.
That was my kind of concern coming out of it too. Is like, can this hold up on a second viewing, knowing the twist? Like it. Another Renner film that I liked when I saw it was The Hurt Locker, and I feel like so much of that movie is played on the suspense of is this bomb going to blow up? Is this bomb going to blow up? Is it? And I don't think it holds up quite as well on repeat viewings. Because I remember, like, I think I watched it again, and I was like, okay, like, it's still good, but it just doesn't have the same
really
tension.
Good movie, but I would agree with that.
And so, like, watching this one, I was like, is this going to have the same impact, sort of knowing already that this is where it's going to go? I'd be curious to see it again. I want to see it again.
Yeah, no, it was a strong movie. And the twist is interesting. And the twist is the way that they frame it and the way that you think about it after the words is all very interesting. But I think the most interesting... Well, not the most. I think that is the most interesting element of the movie, besides the performances. But then there's the overarching theme of what is the movie trying to say? The movie's trying to say that if we stopped all of our different policies and all of our lack of communication, our lack of understanding, our lack of hiding everything, and we worked together, what could we accomplish?
Yeah.
And I mean, that's an interesting, especially in light of...
Yeah,
and the movie wouldn't have even known this, but in light of where we're at
what happened,
now,
that's kind of a strong message to have.
It's definitely a very interesting, very thought-provoking message for a movie to have. Very timely, even though it didn't know it.
And I also like the whole idea of, if you knew the future, would you...
Well, yeah, it's oh my God, I mean, that's all I could think of. Once you realize that she would have known what her daughter's going to go through, and she also would have known what would happen between her and Jeremy Renner, and like, how do you do that?
Mm-hmm. How do you go into that knowing that it's going to destroy?
And it's a really interesting idea, like, when she's talking to the daughter without actually telling her that when she's like, well, it involves a very rare disease, and it's like you're unstoppable, and the girl's like, I'm unstoppable, which was great. The stuff between her and the kid is as brief as it is incredibly powerful. But like, what would you do? Would you put somebody through that life only to know that they're gonna die like a pretty painful, terrible young death without experiencing probably a lot of life?
But maybe. And then you have to wonder, okay, if she knows that going in, could she change it, or is it still set?
I would think it is set. Like, I was thinking about that with the aliens, especially, like, the two that you primarily meet, Abbott and Costello. Like, they knew all that was going to happen. The entire alien race, like, they knew that they would come down there. They knew how it would all turn out.
Yeah.
They knew all of those things. But I was also thinking...
But they also knew it. They also then came back to give them the language to eventually help them. So they're in turn...
Right. There's a reason that they come. But they know that they have to do that because it has to be that way. But then I was also thinking about how there's that scene where the crazy soldiers who are watching too much, like, Glenn Beck type, Bill O'Reilly type media, when the bomb is about to go off, it almost does seem like maybe it's the one that even ends up dying because of that, is trying to maybe try and change it, maybe try and get
That's
their
what
attention.
I thought too. He was trying to point back behind them.
Maybe you can stop this, and maybe it doesn't have to be this way, but probably because it knew it was going to die, or it knew the other one was going to die, whichever one it was. Who the fuck knows?
Or maybe that's the point. It's like, you can't change what's going to happen.
Right. Well, I think that the point is that they couldn't change it, but maybe in a desperate act they still tried. It was good.
Yeah.
It's a very well done movie.
Go
Denis Villeneuve has proven himself to be a very interesting director. I look forward to what he does next. I guess Blade Runner 2. I don't know if it's necessary, but I'm looking forward to it.
We'll find out.
So that's Arrival. That's what we were up to this week.
What have you been up to? Have you seen Arrival? Have you done or seen anything that we've talked about this week? We also have our Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them review. Should already be up. Let us know what you thought of anything we talked about in the comments below, or tweet at us. I'm on Twitter at Rich Belson.
I'm at Stonks.
The channel is on Twitter at OABeer_official, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/overabeer, and we're on Instagram at over_a_beer, and of course, right here on youtube.com/overabeer. But I think that'll wrap things up for today. So until next time, drink up
and butter me up.